what it's doing. Post trip. Post trip. Look at what the truck is doing. And it has oil, it has everything, and now it finally shut off by itself. And she wants me to pull another load in the morning without me bringing this in. And I spoke about the woman Kathy about it. So they made sure that they didn't let me go from this fucking place until I had no goddamn time left. I gotta pull over on the side of the road because I got 9 minutes left to do a post trip by law, so my logbook is clear. And then I gotta drive personal time to the TA right there. Right there. I'm just gonna go right there to this TA. Right at the next exit, 62. And they got the nerve to do this shit to me, yo. Why are they fucking with me, man? Why? I got 9 more minutes on my hours of service. 7 more minutes on my hours of service. And I just started the post trip on 8 minutes. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Right? So at 3 minutes now, I'm going to go back off duty. I'm going to run out of hours. Right? Right at the TA. Now why the fuck they sat me down for 2 goddamn hours for the load or more? And then they just going to let me go with just enough time to get right here so that my logbook is fucked up. And that's why the nigga that was fucking driving with me, he was like, yo man, use your intuition. Make sure you have a recorder. Make sure you do this. Why? Because they're going to fuck with me again in the goddamn truck. And these people are going to be a part of it. So now, on the post trip, how do I say that the truck is running good when the truck is not running good? How do I pick up another load just automatic like that? How do I do that? This is what I'm saying. This is the stupid shit that be going on when you come out here. Why the fuck is the truck fucking up? Nobody's talking about that. Nobody. Then they want you to do a fucking driver inspection and all that dumb shit. Y'all need to fix your shit. But then when I'm out here, it's on me. It's my shit when I got it, but it ain't my shit because I ain't paying to fix it. And they can fuck up my record while they not doing the work they supposed to do on the vehicle. So like the nigga said, it's a cool company, but they don't take care of their shit. But you supposed to fucking be out here driving it and making money for yourself, your family, and them. So I already got mad fucking gigabytes worth of fucking RAM to fucking put all this shit on fucking tape. And it's another fucking stupid ass company to come from when they play these goddamn bullshit fucking games. So now that shit says it right there. It says fucking HOS, hours of service. I got fucking 5 more minutes. When they get down to 3, I'm gonna put myself off duty. Then I'm gonna put off duty PC to TA exit 62 I-24, and then I'm gonna head my fucking ass right there, and I'm gonna park. And then they make sure that they let me go so that I get in fucking rush hour and there's no parking at the fucking truck stop. This is the type of bastard ass pussy shit that these faggot niggas that sit behind the desk do to motherfuckers in the fields, son, to fuck them over and frustrate them on purpose. Look what it's doing while I'm driving. What the truck is doing while I'm driving. Stop, check engine, no oil. I did that earlier with Kathy on the phone. There was oil in the truck. So I don't know why it's doing that. Are you able to help me today and fix my truck?
No, what I was going to tell you, we're going to be shut down till probably Wednesday next week. But if you need service done right now through Road Squad like that, what I'm going to ask you to do is call the number in Nashville, and because we sent all of our technicians down there. We have no power whatsoever over here.
When did power go out?
Last week.
Wow.
So we've done been down for over a week now. But I got contractors working. I got 4 different contractors right now working in here, and they're telling me they hope by Friday they're going to have some of our power on, but it's not going to be enough to do any service work by then. But what I was going to say, if you call the number in Nashville, Google it and ask
engine, I made sure that there was oil in it before I took off. So let me do that now. See, these people, they try to make it. That crunching noise? I've never heard an engine do that normally. And then when I went and showed the mechanic that, but they gonna tell me that's how the engine is. What type of bullshit is that? So now I'm driving the shit fucking stopping all of a sudden, right? Shutting off. I go to the TA, you saw the mechanic, he told me they shut down for till next Wednesday, they shut down. Then on the highway, all of a sudden there's gonna be single lane traffic from here to a certain exit, from this particular exit, until Wednesday, which basically today's Monday, so tonight and tomorrow night, allegedly. Why would you let somebody come out with a truck like this? And that's what I was trying to tell the dude the other day. You can go buy a nice truck and look nice and all that. That don't mean that it's going to be mechanically sound. And nowadays, there's so much computer shit to the motor, anything can go wrong. And then they're saying, oh, the reason why the truck is shutting down is because of the sensor. We got the sensor. We're waiting for you to come back down there. I mean, I can get back down there, but she's trying to dump a load on me to go to fucking Alabama immediately. Drop your trailer, pick this up, and go. Like, if you got a company, why don't y'all have a sit down every day? You have a meeting, everyone talks. Last night, Brandon called me. He told me he didn't pick up the load until 10 because it wasn't ready. Now you know on first shift, you don't got to call me and ask because I already did my job and I called and told dispatch. But if y'all not going to talk to each other, don't try to make it look like I'm playing games and I went and picked it up late. And this is the problem with these fuckers. You gonna fucking send me somewhere to pick some shit up, it ain't ready. And then when I go to do my job, you gonna try and make me look like I got there late or I didn't want to pick it up. Still got there an hour late. So even if I would have got there at 6, I had about 4 hours to drive. I would have drove only most 2 hours. I would have stopped off at like the Flying J in Georgia. And I still would have slept maybe until 6, 7, maybe about, it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still would have slept till 6. And then it still would have taken me about 2 to 2.5 hours to get where I'm at right now because the delivery was right around the corner from here. At the TA and I-24 in Tennessee on exit 62. So if I'm in a situation where, I could get there with the load safe. See that crunch shit shut off now. Then start it back again. I'm gonna do it. An hour late, they was fucking supposed to load the trailer on day shift. They didn't load the shit until second shift. And then they didn't start working on my shit and picking it until maybe 6:30, 7. Now this truck right here not working. Something wrong with it. It's supposed to be the truck I'm supposed to drive. I ain't seen all the trucks really on the yard. And they're saying it's just a sensor. I don't think so. I think whatever this crunching noise is what's causing the problem. So I come to this TA after I run out of hours because they kept me at the shipper for so fucking long. And now the truck is fucked up. It's fucking ridiculous. Another stupid ass fucking company of people that's being fucking haters. I had no oil drip since I had the truck. No oil drip since I had the truck. Since I've been in this shit since yesterday. I said to myself, no matter what the fuck is happening with this shit, you know what's funny? Ain't nothing leaking. I said, that's a good thing. I even made sure that nothing was leaking before I left. All of a sudden, something is leaking. all of a sudden, right? And it's leaking to the point where it's gonna splash out all over here and over here and over here, while this nigga sat here the whole fucking night and didn't sleep. These motherfuckers think you stupid. Like, how you gonna pull up after like 3-4 hours after me, and then after you pull up 3-4 hours after me, you leave 10 minutes before I leave. You didn't even finish your fucking DOT break. What you mean to tell me that you was over here not trying to fuck with the truck? These people are pieces of shit, B. I don't know what was recorded from what wasn't recorded, so I'm gonna do this again. This truck has not been leaking oil. It's always been full of oil. I wake up this morning, look at that shit. It looked like the driver who pulled up right here, he just pulled up right here. When he came here, he loosened this fucking screw while I went into the bunk, the little black one. He let the oil fall. You see how it fell on top of there? Came down here, splashed out a little bit on his punk ass, all on the railing right here. And then after that, he tightened it back so I lose fucking oil. And then he drove off. This is the sabotage I be going through out here. This is the sabotage I be going through out here. When I was with Nicola, they went under and fucking drained and loosened the oil pan on me when I was in Indiana. Now I'm here, they're gonna get the nigga to come over here with a little tool, and he's mechanically inclined. He gonna loosen that, get the oil to fall on this, and then he's gonna motherfucking have the oil all over the fucking place and fall on the floor, and then he's gonna put me in a disaster zone. Yesterday I called Miss Kathy, the lady who does the repairs, and I told her, I said, it's holding oil twice. It was always at the max level. So I'm gonna go ahead now and put the shit in there and do a reading. And the shit was holding oil the whole time. So it's just a hustle for me to have to go inside, right, and go and buy oil. Get an authorization and all that shit and call them and still be late, right? This is what they do to me early in the morning for me to have to go in there. They did this shit to me before. Hopefully I go in there and then I'm under the influence of some shit and then they say some dumb shit. Always early in the morning. So let's see here what's going on. Back this out. And it's right between max, min and max. Min and max. If you look at the dark layer, that's where it's at. And that's halfway between min and max. So I'm gonna call the company and see what they want to do. Power steering fluid always drips. Always does. So I can't get mad at that. But I idled the truck. I've been idling the truck. I've been having no issue. Now all of a sudden, once again, this nigga pulls up 2-3 hours after I get here. That means he don't finish a DOT break. But he comes there, he stays up all night sitting next to me. He gets up when I get up at 2 o'clock, 2:30, which is 3:30 Eastern, just to take a piss. Then he acts like he's taking off, but then he doesn't. Then he sits here the whole fucking time. I gotta tell his ass to move. I say, excuse me, sir, I need to leave. I'm gonna leave in 10 minutes. Could you do a straight line back so I can back up and get out of here? And all of a sudden he's on some, oh yeah, no problem. But why the fuck is he not sleeping? Why does that fucking screw look like it's leaking something? And then right here, you see those, these two? That just looks like those are for manifold bolts. So a lot of the time when you do a mechanic work, you might not put, you know, some screws back because when you got to work on the vehicle, you want it to be easier. So there's no reason to really put those two screws back in there. You understand? But underneath it, how does oil get on a fucking, how does oil get on this black screw right there? If somebody just didn't fucking loosen it, oil flow out onto it, and then they screw it back on and cause this leak. I'm gonna do it again. How the fuck does somebody see these two holes right there? Okay, that's just for the manifold. There's grease all over that little black nut right there. The only way that happens is somebody put a socket onto it, loosened it a little bit, let oil flow out, tighten it back, allow the fucking oil to drip all over the fucking bottom, and then take off. If you're having an issue with oil pressure, right, and then you loosen the oil, there's no oil in the motor. So how does the person know exactly to go to that particular part of the motor and the truck and sabotage exactly that? After I spoke to them yesterday and they told me, yo man, you know, you're in a situation where the oil pressure is down, so what you need to do is you need to go ahead and bring it to us and we'll fix whatever's in the oil pan. It's like a tube in the oil pan and it's probably blocked, and that's why you're going through that. But then the nigga comes over here, and then when he comes over here, he attacks the oil itself directly, the oil level. Why would he do that if he wasn't sent to do that? Why would he do that if it wasn't sent to that? You can't get oil on a nut associated with a motor that if you pull the nut back, oil's gonna get on it. Unless somebody just didn't socket that shit, loosen it, let some oil come out. It dripped all over the fucking tool, it dripped all over the fucking screw, and then he tightened it back up real quick and drove off. This is the shit that's going on out here. The last thing I'm gonna say about this oil shit right here, if you look and back up, notice how the oil starts basically right here. Right? That's right by the screw. Notice how it splatters out a little bit over here, all the way out to here. That means somebody just fucking loosened that screw. Okay? Then it's profuse. It's profuse enough right here that it covers that. Okay? It's profuse enough. Then it spatters out because it can't really pass. Spatters up here. Spatters all down here. Okay? Whatever spattered here drips over, spatters here on the side. Question. Look at this puddle of fucking oil. Look at that. If this oil was just dripping like that, there would have been no oil in the engine for me to be where I'm at right now. Then on top of that, it would continue to drip with the engine running. It will continue to just fucking drip. It's obvious that it's a straight drip. It's a straight drop. If it comes down and hits the spring, because when he backed it off, he didn't back it off all the way, so all the oil flew out. He just backed it up just enough to drip the oil out. So as a result of that, you see how the oil just flies this way and soaks the fucking leaf spring. You see it? Soaks that leaf spring. Now if you mean to tell me there's a leak enough to soak the fucking leaf spring behind the fucking leaf spring on the floor, underneath the motherfucking oil pan, and directly underneath this screw, you mean to fucking tell me that the nigga just didn't back that off to cause all of this and then fucking put it back together and drive off? Then the bitch is gonna tell me there's no fucking conspiracy? How is this not a fucking conspiracy? The oil is straight from fucking right here going down right there. But this is what they're gonna do to try and get me out the truck. This is what they're gonna do. They got time for that. They got time for that. I got time too. I got 300, 400 gigabytes worth of fucking time to record all of this shit. This is what this company doing to me now. Zip Logistics. Put some oil in this shit. It's a big motor. I'm probably just gonna put half of the gallon. I'm not gonna put the whole gallon because it was over full before. So what the oil level is. I know I've been running the motor. Still weak. I'm gonna run the gallon. I don't have a fucking, what you call it, funnel. So I put 3/4 of a gallon. It has oil. It's only because it has this low oil pressure shit going on, or somebody's fucking with the oil pressure electronically from a remote position, causing the problem, but there really is no problem. And that's what I was saying before. That's why it took so long for me to get the truck and get rolling. They probably fucking hooked it up to a satellite, and then they fucking with it like they did all the other times. And then nothing's really wrong with the vehicle. You understand? But they triggering it off. That's why when it happened the first time, it happened when I got over here to Arnold Air Force Base. It didn't happen no time before that. And then after that, it started happening. And then I ran out of time. They made sure they sat me down for 2 hours at the fucking shipper. And then I only had just enough time to get here. And then as soon as I get here, it shut off. It shut off. It shut off. That shit is fucking orchestrated, man. Fuck out of here. I'm not stupid, B. Still looking low. It's a truck. I gotta dump the whole fucking gallon, bro. Now, I don't have a ratchet set. I don't have any tools on me. So if I have the ratchet set, I could check that screw and tighten it. It's tight. So somebody loosened that bitch. It even sprayed upward onto the manifold a little bit and tighten it back down. You see how all around it is oily, but it's not soaked oily. It's kind of like it got wet with oil, but it ain't leaking oil. That means somebody backed that fucking screw off, let the oil drop, tightened it back, and ran off. And that's what that punk ass faggot just fucking did to the goddamn truck. Why I'm still sitting here. This is why I don't like these trucks. Because anybody could be fucking it up at nighttime while you're sleeping, and then you wake up and then you always got a goddamn problem. Then you don't make no money because you can't deliver the load. The broker don't give a fucking shit. And you find yourself in a fucked up situation. And everybody's acting like they don't know what the fuck is going on. So I put 1 gallon. No one's out here but me. If it's my truck, I'd have to fucking do something, make a judgment call. Safety is fucking out of it. Oh, I'm just gonna get you oil. I don't know what to do. Dispatch, I don't know what's going on. Just figure it out. And then repairs is like, oh well, just put the oil in there. So let me just call her. I'm gonna call Kathy. Ask Kathy if she want me to dump the second one just cause to preserve their material. I'm not trying to get caught up owing nobody for no fucking engine on the truck. And then we'll see what happens from there. I'm gonna say it's not a conspiracy, so it's either they're a part of it or they're not a part of it. So at the end of the day, nobody's answering. Yeah, so the lady, Miss Kathy, the only black one there that does the repair shit, she told me to dump the 1 gallon, drive down, and if I need it any further, then go ahead and do that. Now, I just shut the truck off. Notice how this one right here is a little higher. Look how low this one is. This one is down at 30. Now it builds properly, but there's a leak somewhere around this second tank because it shouldn't have been lower than this. Look how far much lower than this one this one was. So I try to talk to them about that because that's probably the issue with the equipment. And then you got this. So they got a whole bunch of shit to be fucking doing, right? And they trying to make it look like it's the driver. Why? I'm not gonna get into it any further. Let me start heading back to Georgia now. Today's June 12th, 2019. So I got to this receiver, right? I'm over here by their yard. And this dude comes up to me. He working for this company, M&W Transportation Incorporated. Truck number 568. So I said to him, I'm like, yo, how much money did they pay you, man? Would they pay good? First he comes up to me, he want to talk. Then he's from Nashville. I just came from Nashville, right? So I said, yo, how much they pay? He's like, yo, they pay 17. I said, 17 cents a mile? He's like, oh, by the mile? Oh, no, man. Not by the mile. An hour. I get paid by the hour. I said, okay. I said, so you been around much? Oh, nah, man, I normally drive local. So what the fuck you doing in Georgia? You know, you see the shit I be having to go through. And he's telling me I can do anything I want. I gotta be a conqueror, and I ain't got no fucking income. Obviously, I'm doing this shit for an income so I can conquer my goals. How the fuck I'm gonna be a conqueror with no fucking income? And then everywhere I go to get a job, it's a fucking problem. I don't understand what these people be smoking, man. All they gotta do is give me a lump sum for my fucking benefits so I can have my fucking money. I got my little check coming in. Then I'll start fucking flipping houses and chill. Them niggas gonna give me fucking just enough to pay child support. I'm being fucking destroyed because of this child support shit by the same fucking people that's telling me I need to go conquer my goals with no bread. Like my pop said, it's like telling a nigga pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you ain't got no fucking shoes, man. I'm tired of this shit, yo. I'm tired of this shit. Then I'm fucking doing this job to make some money. They fucking with me so I don't eat. So how the fuck I'm gonna meet my goals? How the fuck am I gonna meet my goals? What I'm gonna do? Start the real estate company right now, which is no problem, and then what? I still ain't got no bread. So I just got fired from this company. I don't know why, but she just told me that I'm fired. We're not a good fit, and that's the reason why. Today is the 12th of June, 2019, and I'm fired because we're not a good fit, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna pack my bag and go off their property. So my bag is empty. This one's got my toiletries. But gotta go ahead and pack my bag. Oh, continues driving off to the other. Just fired. Don't know why. Submit. Close the service. Logs. Look at this. It says I'm in how about this? It says I'm in violation. Look. She put a violation on there. Let's see what it is for. Violations. None. But it's still red. Oh, that probably means I'm terminated. The red. That probably means I'm terminated. So I'm gonna go to violations for today. 612. Violations. I'm not in violation. And I'll take a picture of the summary, the list. No, US 8. No, I'm back. This one. I worked 10, 11, and got fired 2.5 days later. So I don't know what I did wrong here. I really don't know what I did wrong here. How you doing? Nah, I'm getting my clothes. I'm putting them in my bag now. See? You taking the truck, or you just need?
I gotta take the truck down, drop it off. We need this trailer here.
All right, man. So I normally check my oil, and my oil be real clean, light. Now I check my oil, it's mad fucking dark. And the engine is running rougher than normal because I knew I needed to do the oil injectors, so I never pushed the engine too hard. And now, as soon as I take off, it's rumbling. It don't even do that. Normally my shit just feels smooth. So the odometer stopped working, and then after the odometer stopped working, if I bring my shit over to this place and they take my shit and they fucking go somewhere with my shit, I can't look at the odometer and be like, okay, my shit was moved or whatever. But the whole thing about it is the car's driving, yeah. But, you know, the way I drive, I guess maybe I'm coming out the truck, so I'm used to pressing harder. And I don't feel it. So I'm just going to chill for a minute and see, you know. But it's driving rougher. And just the other day, I checked the oil. And the oil was clean. Now it's mad black. Like I haven't changed the oil in such a long time. And I normally would change the oil more often, and I know I do need an oil change, but I haven't done it because I was in the truck so much, okay? And the way that the vehicle feels right now is that somebody drove it and they didn't understand that the injectors were going bad on it, and they just drove it regular, just pressed in the gas and drove it somewhere real quick and then drove it back. That's how the car feels right now. It don't feel smooth. Like, I don't drive shit that just rumbles like this. The only time the car would rumble like this, the way the engine is rumbling right now, look at it, it's shaking. The only time that it would do that is when I stop. But it never did it so hard like this, just sitting at a light. So somebody drove the car and took it somewhere. And that's why they needed me to leave, go, and then as soon as I come back now, all of a sudden, I'm good. Because they probably did put a tracking device on the car in January, and they used this opportunity to remove it. But they had to take the car and bring it somewhere, and it ain't hard to break into these older vehicles. It's very easy. So I'm gonna have to go back to the house, and I'm gonna have to do an oil change on it anyway. And then I'm going to have to do what I got to do to see if I can get it to, the engine to be, you know, more safer. Because the way that it's idling right now, I really don't like that feeling. Oh, and as soon as I got to the yard, this dude named Eric was there. He gave me his number, but that's the same nigga that said he quit the day I started. He said, yeah, I'm done, man. Today's my last day with them, man. They don't treat me right. The equipment is not good and all that shit. And now all of a sudden he's there and I'm not. If you quit, why are you still there? But he's there to give me his number. He's not there to give me his number. He's there with another black nigga just in case I blow up. They there for crowd control. But I'm not gonna blow up on them because they don't want me to work for them. If they don't want me to work for them, why would I sweat them to work for them? You know, oh shit, I missed my fucking turn. So, you know, in life, you gotta just go with the flow and shit, you know? They don't want me in the business, they don't want me in the business. And they'll do anything to get me out, you know? I just thought about this, but what it could be is that they dropped the oil from my car, and then they put dirty truck oil in there to fuck up my engine. So, when I come back, the engine is gonna run fucked up. So like, 15 W30 is truck oil. It's heavy. I don't put that in my car. I put in 10 W30 and then I mix it with a blend and I mix it with Lucas. So it's thin. But this is so heavy when I press the gas, it ain't going nowhere. I couldn't press it faster than 45 mile per hour. So I need to definitely drop this oil and do an oil change real quick before it fucks up my engine. And I'm going to just do like 35 mile an hour until I get to the house. And then I'm going to do an oil change. So not to sound fucked up, like I just said earlier, the objective is I'm supposed to go do fucking Uber. I'm not supposed to be driving the truck. I'm supposed to go do fucking Uber. So if they fuck up my car and I don't have a car to drive, then I got to get a car. Or if I don't have no money to get a car, then I got to go get an Uber, right? But I'm not a dumb motherfucker. So we're going to see how this works out. because my oil never looked that goddamn black. I'm at a stop sign right here. And I'm going to press the gas. Normally I can get up to like 35 jamming it, watch. It only got up to 20 miles per hour because the oil is too thick. How slow is picking up in the Nissan Maxima. Okay, I'm heading to Tennessee now, and thank you for answering. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. So, on the Freightliner, the button for the Jake brake to activate it is in the steering wheel. And I forgot about that. But I was just in the older truck yesterday, too. So I'm looking for the flip just to work. And I haven't been in the newer truck in a while. So long story short, I do have my recorder, and I do have to apologize to anybody listening to this. I'm not going to erase it. You know why? Because I'm going to establish that if I'm wrong about something, I acknowledge it. So, I was wrong. The Jake is on the engine, is on the wheel. And I'm heading down to Tennessee in order to deliver this load. Thank you for everybody listening. Nah, but I'm sorry about that, man. But I was just asking you. I was saying, what'd you say is wrong with the truck again? Hello?
Well, see, I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying, but it's nothing that you doing or nothing that you did or nothing that it happened.
Okay. So if I start driving in the morning, and the truck shuts off and I can't start it again,
It's not gonna start again.
okay.
What I'm telling you is when you see it start to shut off, mash the gas and make the oil go up.
Okay, the first time it was gonna shut off, I couldn't match the gas because I was on a weigh station on the scale.
Okay, that's understandable.
So if I'm stopped at the scale house, it's gonna start again, right?
Yes, it's gonna start again.
Okay, and you saying that the best thing to do right now is just bring it to the yard.
That's what I was suggesting, but I mean, call dispatch and we'll, I guess you'll see, but you honestly can pick a load up, but I'm not sure if you're capable of, picking up a load of feeling comfortable with doing that.
Well, I got a load now. I'm under a load now. I just picked one up, and it delivers in Forest Park.
Oh yeah, just come on back.
So so you just want me to head straight back to Forest Park? Should I deliver the load first or just ask dispatch?
I think you can deliver the load. I honestly think you can make it. I got confidence in you. I think you can make it. Ain't no doubt about it.
Okay, so I'm driving back there, and then I'm gonna ask dispatch if they want me to go to the yard with the trailer or deliver it, because it's gonna be right there anyway.
Yeah, deliver it. Yeah, I think go ahead and deliver it.
Okay, so deliver the load and then come back to the shop.
Yes. She had the parts waiting on you already, so they'll go ahead and put the truck in the shop.
Okay then. All right. So I'll do that.
Right.
I'll do that then. So I'm out of hours, so I can't move anywhere, go anywhere. So I'm just gonna be on the DOT break now.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again.
All right. I'll call and talk to Jan or dispatch and let them know what's going on.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You see, they send you out here with malfunctioning equipment, and instead of spending money to fix it, they spending money to look like they're doing what they're supposed to do when they really not. And this is why people are getting messed up in the world in this trucking business, because these people are just trying to make the money and spend it on their personal lives, but they're not investing it into the industry or investing it into the business the way they should. And then the people who are doing the dispatching and the people who are doing everything, they're just doing just enough to say that they have a job, but they're not going above and beyond. They'll answer the phone, they'll speak to you, but they're trying to really find a way to get off the phone. So I'm talking to the guy. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. It's just refrigerators and shit. I don't know nothing about that, man. I can't help you with that. Bye. This is what it turns into. I have yet to take a shower, since I left yesterday morning. I took a shower yesterday morning. I went to the yard. I drove for them. Then after I drove for them, they told me to go pick up this load. Then I didn't have any hours. Then I had to sit down at the place. Then I had to get up and run over here this morning. Then after I run over here this morning, they sit me down at the places so that I waste 2 hours there doing this. Then I go to the other place, waste 2 hours doing that. Then I only got enough time to come right back here. It's not a pilot, not a TA. I don't have a TA card. So now I'm screwed without a shower. I'm going to go and see if I can get a shower though, because I got the receipt. I need to take a shower. And I'm glad I got this little recorder.